reality. ¡Vamos! Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality.
Quiero formar un cuerpo especial con las personas más peligrosas del planeta.
Son tipos malos.
Lo peor de lo peor.
Actually, I had no idea.
No, me neither
I had
did I.
never read the Katana comics, so...
Me either, at all. I think I'd never even heard of Suicide Squad. But then after, speaking to David and discovering the comics, I wasn't into comics as a kid. I was into superheroes and villains and dressing up, but I think it's just such a lost thing, and I really hope that when kids watch these movies that they really go back and check out the comics, because they're really cool. Yeah. For sure. I think it was just about, like, finding that demon inside myself and exercising it on screen, basically, and really understanding, what June was going through by feeling completely out of control. David described it very well. It's like if you've ever blacked out drunk and you kind of wake up and you're like, something, when you were asleep, you've gone and, like, killed a bunch of people and tried to take over the world. So it's kind of just understanding how lost and crazy she would feel and out of control of her life, when she's been someone who's been in control most of her life.
A couple bruises here and there, but nothing serious. We went through a month and a half of pre-production, and then we were also training while filming. We did a lot of sparring together. Cara's a fighter.
No, she's so fast, though.
Fighter.
Like, literally, because she just goes in and just, like, you can't even see her hands move, and you're like, how did that happen? Ow. You still have... How did... Yeah,
still going.
It's amazing. Still going. Yeah. I was scared, and as soon as I looked in the mirror, I kind of already had got into character, because as a kid I used to love scaring myself, and being able to look at myself and kind of, like, stare myself down as this, getting into that outfit really made me feel so in character. I know it's the same for you.
And it's so different for you, isn't it, for June Moon and Enchantress? Such a difference.
Yeah, it really helps.
Yeah, I didn't even have an agent at the time, but my management team got me the audition, and in the audition call sheet it said, martial arts, and then there's an acting portion, and if you have a sword lying around at home, just bring it.
So, I love that so much.
I don't know who has
any
a sword.
Bring your own sword.
Yeah, just bring your own sword. But sure enough, I had a friend that was a sword instructor, so he taught me a couple moves before, and I lucked into it, yeah.
It's so cool. For me as a kid, I grew up dressing up as all these superheroes, but they were always men. And I think now to see, going to Comic-Con and stuff and see girls dressing up as us, I mean, it's so nice. I just think it's about time that it's happening.
And also, I mean, of course, female empowerment, it's wonderful that, the industry is shifting that way. But also for Asian Americans, it's great because, like you said, it's been hard to find some character to dress up as for Halloween, There aren't that many idols or Asian superheroes out there, so I'm happy to be playing Katana.
I always feel like what happens in the movie industry is always reflective of what's going on in the real world as well, what's happening in politics and what's happening around the world. You'd actually be surprised. I can really, apart from obviously being on this tour where people pretty much know where you are most of the time, I can go days and walk around the street and kind of do everything I can without being recognized. Yeah, it's great. I'm very happy with that. Don't change, please.
Joder. ¿Pero qué coño os pasa?
Somos los malos. Es lo que hacemos.
Nothing really matters.